Hey guys, it's Zane here, and today we're doing a What If remake. So a What If remake is technically a remake of a What If. Now earlier, I don't remember, but it was months, I think probably a year. I was really young. I did this What If called What If Deku Had Kurama. So now we're gonna redo it. Okay guys, let's start. Okay guys, so right now it's gonna start off, let's just say, I guess, it's gonna start off when Kachan and the other kids are bullying Izuku. Okay, so let's start it off. Now, number one, how does Izuku get Kurama? Now, this is what's gonna happen. In this timeline, Izuku's dad, Izuku's dad, is a ninja who mostly used the fireball fire style jutsu. So, what we're gonna do is that he sealed Kurama into half of it into Izuku and the other half into himself, killing himself to protect the world. Technically, he was a great hero and now he's dead. Now, the characters who will be introduced in this will be all the Katsuki members, Madara, and Jiraiya, and Kakashi, and all the Jinchurikis. Well, technically Killer Bee and Gara, but I guess those would count. Anyway, so let's start where it all begins. So, Izuku right now, he is getting bullied by Bakugo. Immediately as Bakugo throws an explosion, Izuku gets hit by it before saying, I'm never gonna give up, Kachan. Before Bakugo says, you're such an idiot, Izuku. You'll never become the world's greatest hero. After that, he throws another explosion before, out of nowhere, Izuku's eyes turn red and he dodges it before punching Bakugo right in his stomach as he gets flown back to a nearby tree. Immediately saying, Izuku! Immediately with Izuku learning that he maybe unlocked this quirk, he says, Kachan, don't make me hurt you. Before immediately Kachan runs away and says, you'll pay for this, Izuku. But anyway, me and you are now going to be rivals. Before immediately Izuku laughs and says, okay, Kachan, but I think I won this fight. Before Kachan says, who cares? Before running away. Immediately Izuku smiled as he goes to the fence before immediately a guy teleports out of nowhere and says, wow, kid, you got a nice quirk. I don't know how to do his voice. And he's all this, who are you? Before immediately Jiraiya says, I'm Jiraiya. Anyway, I can help you train to unlock your quirk. You got a real special quirk over there. Before immediately Izuku says, if you need anything, just call me and make sure you tell your mom first. Immediately saying, oh, okay. Before going to his house and leaving school. When he gets to his house, he immediately tells his mom, hey mom, can I change with this guy? I promised that I'll go home before dark. Immediately his mom is all this, what? Before he says, I made a new quirk, but this guy said that he could train me to how to use it. Please mom, please. Immediately curious, she's all this, okay, but when you go, you gotta take me with you. Before immediately Izuku says, okay mom, okay, I go. Yay, this is the best day of my life. And anyway, he said here's his number. Immediately Izuku's mom says, okay, well tomorrow we're gonna check up on the doctor about your new quirk. Immediately Izuku happily goes to bed. But in his dreams, out of nowhere, he sees dark as water starts dripping and as a cage. Immediately he's scared. He's all this, what's this nightmare? Before when he goes close to the cage, he sees a fox-like figure standing upon him and saying, hey, what are you doing here? Immediately Izuku says, I'm Izuku Midoriya. I will stop you with my new quirk. Immediately the fox says, that's a funny joke. That was me the whole entire time. Immediately he's all just, what? Before he says, well, what's a quirk anyway? I'm the nine-tailed fox. I dare to get close before swiping it. As Izuku jumps back, scared, and sees all this, as he cries, and he's all, stay before immediately the Ninetales Fox says, "Wow, I'm the one who did it." Immediately Izuku says, "So you're my quirk." Immediately with him saying, "I told you it's not called a quirk," before slamming his hand down close to Izuku, immediately fearing the boy before saying, "Please don't hurt me. I'll defeat you." Before the Ninetales Fox just goes, "Wow, you are such a scaredy cat, aren't you? Anyway, I can't really kill you down here. But if you remove this symbol, your quirk will be even stronger." Immediately, Izuku says, about to remove the symbol, his dad comes and says, "You might not want to do that," before teleporting him somewhere else and saying, "That's not a dream. Anyway, do not remove that sticker, I promise you." Before Izuku wakes up off his dream and just says, "Oh my gosh, it's morning, I better get to school, Mom." Amelia first saying, "Well, we're going to the doctor's first." While at the doctor says that Izuku's quirk is kind of confusing. It doesn't look like anything's wrong, and it doesn't look like if he has a quirk. It must be a different type of quirk. I get Amelia, his mom says, "Are you sure that you had a quirk?" Amelia, as Deku says, yeah, I promise. My strength increased or something. Then the doctor says it must be this special wear quirk that nobody's learned about. Before Amelia saying, "Okay, you guys keep doing what you guys are doing. But if anything goes strangely, call me again." Immediately, as Izuku Bob is ready to drop him off to school, she says, "Have a good day, honey. Anyway, later today when I pick you up for school, you're going to meet your trainer." Immediately with Izuku being so happy, saying, "Thank you, Bob, bye." Izuku comes from his house, and Izuku is all happy. He's all like, "Oh, Mom, I'm so ready. Before she's all this, "Okay, let's go." Immediately meeting Jiraiya. Jiraiya immediately says, "Hey, kid, okay, are you ready to train?" Immediately with Izuku saying, Yeah, I'm ready to train." Okay, this is going to be some hard training. With Izuku being happy, and then this is where the time skip is going to start. Now, the time skip is going to skip, time, and Izuku's going to train. But I'm going to tell you all of his moves right now. He has the Rasengan. He has a small Rasengan Shuriken. He knows the Vanishing Rasengan, the Fireball Fire Style Jutsu, and the Shadow Clone Jutsu for right now. But anyway, this is a time skip, and now he learns all that stuff. Okay? Now let's start. Immediately, the teacher says, "Now it's time to pick your job career, guys." But anyway, I know you guys all want to be heroes, as every kid starts cheering and using their quirks, with Izuku just clapping in the distance. Immediately, as he goes, "Oh yeah, Bakugo, Deku, you guys want to go to UA?" Immediately with Bakugo saying, "Yeah, of course, we're the most talented." Nobody's surprised though. Immediately with Bakugo also saying, "We are better than all you rejects. Right, Deku?" Before immediately Izuku says, "Yeah, whatever you say, Kachan." Before immediately they leave the school, with Bakugo saying, "Hey, Deku, you want to go with me and the boys?" Before immediately Izuku likes the opportunity but says, "Nah, I have to go home, and I also have to do a lot of training." Before Bakugo says just, "Okay, whatever you say, Deku. You're weak anyways," before leaving. Izuku, during walking down the alley, he sees a sludge villain as he looks at Izuku and says, "Wow, a fresh body, kid." Before running after Izuku, Izuku dodges the sludge villain's attack before saying, "Katoon!" Technically Fireball Fire Style Jutsu. Before burning the sludge villain, he's all this, "Do you think fire's gonna hurt me?" Before he says, "No, but this will," before screaming, Rasengan blowing the sludge villain away as All Might comes out and he's all this, "Wow, kid, you really blew that sludge villain," surprising him. He's all this, "What?" And as All Might says, "Here, let me help you out with that. Let me get that villain. Anyway, we should really bring you here. All Might, I gotta ask you a question." Before immediately All Might says, "Thank you," before going away and jumping out to the sky. All Might immediately laughs. Wow, that kid was really special. Before looking on his legs and seeing Izuku hanging onto him as he's out to, Kid, what are you doing? Me with him saying, I'm just trying to tell you a question, All Might. Or says, get off, but Izuku immediately says, wait, if I get off, then I'll die. With All Might saying, oh yeah, anyway, just hold on tight and cover your face. Also, I'm gonna land by a nearby building. Immediately as he lands, he's out to say, okay, kid, you better have a good explanation for this. Anyway, I gotta go. Before immediately Izuku stops him and says, wait, do you think I could become a hero too, All Might? Before immediately All Might laughs and says, of course you can, young Midoriya. You have a great hero. You have a great quirk. You are perfect the way you are. Immediately with him saying, but I have a villainous quirk. Surprising All Might, he says, I don't see nothing villainous about your quirk. You will become an excellent hero. Anyway, I gotta go. Before he jumps in and saying, before Izuku's on this, who are you? You're an imposter, aren't you? Before immediately All Might says, yeah, this is my real form after my buff form. I can stay in that for a while. Before explaining everything to him and saying, I got a great injury fighting a villain. Now I can't stay in that form till a while. Anyway, I gotta go. Before immediately Izuku acts happy as all this. Before hearing the explosion saying, oh, it's a villain type attack. Let me go to it. Before immediately All Might says, not to bring you to jail. Before tapping his pocket to see that the sludge villain is gone, he's all this, no. When that kid hold on to my legs, he must have dropped it. Immediately as he rushes to the building, and Izuku stops and freezes as he sees Kachan and under attack and screaming, get off of me! Before immediately the sludge villain covers Kachan's mouth and says, thanks for the body. Immediately this surprises Izuku. What? Before immediately saying, wait a minute. No, that was like, no, when I got his legs, then the sludge villain awakened. Wait, I dropped him. It's all my fault. And now All Might's hurt. Immediately with All Might saying, I don't have nothing else to do. Before Izuku runs up and says, I can't do anything. But I will protect my friends. I can't do my Rasengan. It will just get Kachan in the way. Before getting into his self-conscious, and then after that saying to the Nine-Tails Fox, I need some of your chakra. Immediately the Nine-Tails Fox says, do you think I'm just a tool, Deku? Before immediately saying, I am not Deku, I'm Izuku. Now you gotta give me this. Immediately the Nine-Tails Fox says, I'm not doing that. Before immediately Izuku says, if you don't, then I'll die. This immediately gets the Nine-Tails Fox convinced, and he's like this, I don't want to be reincarnated again. Okay. As Izuku's pupils turn red, pupils, the things in the middle of your eyes, I guess, turns red, and as he grabs Kachan and drags him away from the sludge villain, before immediately saying, Rasengan, blowing the sludge villain away. All the heroes are impressed, immediately saying how they both are such brave boys. As Izuku gets crowded, but again, some people just saying, you're an idiot for doing that. You're lucky that you ever survived. But Izuku saying, yeah, I guess I am. Before, as he runs away, immediately All Might runs up to him and is all this, hey, kid, I can make you a hero. I could give you a quirk even that could be even better than yours. Immediately as Izuku's surprised before saying, this is my quirk. It's one for all. I could pass it down to many generations. And I'm going to pass this down to you. Izuku is excited before saying, I can't do this, All Might. As this surprises All Might, immediately with him saying, I can't do this, All Might. I just can't. I'm sorry, All Might. But I want to make my own quirk good. As immediately All Might walks away, he understands before Izuku says, wait, I know somebody who's perfect for the job. Maybe even better than me at this. Immediately before All Might saying, what's his name? Izuku comes home and says, Mom, I defeated the villain with Inko Midoriya also saying, oh my gosh, Izuku, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're okay. Do you have any bruises? Oh my gosh, my baby's alive. Okay, anyway, you should get ready. You're intending for UA. Before Amelia, Zuko says, yeah, I am. Anyway, I think I'm gonna blow out the water. Amelia, Zuko, Midoriya, Amelia says, that you will. Amelia, as Bakugo runs around, well, technically walks around to his house. He out of nowhere sees All Might before spitting out. Amelia was like, who are you? Before deciding to throw an explosion before Amelia says, I'm All Might, and I have a question for you. I have a quirk called All for One, a quirk that passes down. Amelia with some surprise. What? Amelia with All Might saying, I want to pass this quirk down to you, young Bakugo. Before Amelia, Bakugo says, of course I will! And that's where we're going to end this story off right now of What Deku Had Kurama Part 1 and remake, I guess. Anyway, if you want another part, please, if we can get to 10 likes, then I'll make a part 2 of What If Deku and Kurama had Kurama. But right now, see ya.